I'm a first-year English teacher for junior high. I have 7th and 8th graders who can't spell basic words, who don't know where to put punctuation, who don't know that I's need to be capitalized when they're standing on their own. They don't know how to use synonyms. They don't know how to make their language interesting and pretty. And in the midst of all of this, I have a principal who has banned my entire class library on the basis that it's inappropriate.
These people aren't lying. If you've worked with kids, you've seen they don't know how to read. They're not learning, and we're not even really trying, or we're getting in the way of everyone who actually is. Locking here today, Women's Street, because I need to scream about this, because I've been collecting all the reasons and things I've been seeing for this. But if you think it's bad that 21% of American adults are illiterate, and over half of them clearly struggling to keep up with the rest of us, apparently, that we constantly see online, being souping every single thing they're not smart enough to understand, so it makes them uncomfortable. You should be equally concerned and angry that even more children are coming up behind them at even higher numbers with even worse literacy skills.
Do you know what's just amazing me? Never in a million years would I have expected that America would be having literacy problem. Bear with me. This is why I think that, because there are English people that they speak English. English is like their native language, for better or worse. Yeah, English is like they call Americans. English is the only language you speak, unless the ones that are bilingual that learnt it, or the ones that migrated. But the ones that Americans to the core, you guys, English is your language. So I was thinking, because English is a language, that it would be easier for them, to write it and read it. That was what I was thinking. Well, that is not the case. That is not the case. I'm still amazed, and this is why. So amidst all this, all this limitation that teachers are facing, the school administration is not making it easier for the teachers, which is why lots of them are now quitting. I saw a comment somewhere, the teacher said that they are not quitting out of frustration, they are quitting because they care too much, and it's frustrating them that all their efforts is not amounting to anything meaningful. And I felt that somebody said teacher here, and I really don't care if the kids want to read smart graphic novels or the back of the milk carton, as long as they are reading. So are you telling me that soon enough the Wattpad phase will be off? Children will not really be having that Wattpad, burying their head in Wattpad season. They won't be experiencing that. Somebody said, aren't those things teachers are supposed to teach them? So I actually taught for 2 years. It's a collaboration, 50-50. Teachers do their own. When they get back home, you as a parent, you do yours. But I've noticed that the students that the parents don't do theirs, they're always wide apart from the students that their parents are doing theirs. It's so much easier on the children, not even for the teacher. Of course, it's also easier for the teacher, but it's so much better when the parents and the teacher are doing it. You will see the effect on the child. Like, you don't even need to ask anybody. It's so obvious for you to see.
4,000 teachers has quit their job in Houston, Texas, and HSID. And it's not just Houston, it's all over the world. Being a teacher have to be one of the most difficult jobs ever, because you are dealing with the kids of parents that don't know how to raise their kids. You got kids coming to school not knowing how to spell their goddamn name. Teachers have to teach kids how to spell their goddamn name. Teachers have to be nurturers. Teachers have to be parents. Teachers have to be the nurses. Teachers have to be everything. And it's still one of the most low-income salary-based ass job. And on top of that, teachers have to buy the school supply. Teachers
are now doing everything because those that are birthing the children have forgotten what it means to be a parent. Some people think you let's just have sex, get pregnant, just pump it out, and off you go on your way, and dump it for the teachers. I want to tell you that there are parents that if you tell them to drop their children off on Saturdays and Sundays, they will be very glad. In fact, they will thank you so much for taking the load off them. And I do not lie. They don't mind leaving those children sundown to sunrise with you. They don't even care. Do you know what it means that as a parent, your child has been sick close to 7 days, the child is still coming to school? It took the teacher calling you before you even knew that your child was sick. And I say, oh, I've not been seeing her. I usually leave before she wakes up. And when I'm back, she's asleep. When I heard that, I was sick. This is a reality. I lived it. Not like it's hearsay. I will never forget that experience. And you tell me everybody should have a child. Isn't everybody that should have a child? I saw a teacher breaking down because the seniors are illiterate. It's just so sad and ass backwards. Teachers work 180 days and a year, 180 days a year, and they can make $90,000. Yes, the job sucks, but they are not broke. The school district is the problem as well as the parents. Somebody said, what them teacher makes 90K? Please let me know the area so I can look into that, because I don't know any that makes that. I know I'm never in America, but when I saw this figure, it's not possible. I know how much they pay teachers in my country. I know that teachers don't earn so much. Nah.
You're not gonna believe what this student did to me today at school. Disclaimer, he is not a student of mine. He is a student that was supposed to be in a class across the hall from me. This actually happened during passing period. I had just graded my students at the door, and I was speaking to another student of mine about some missing assignments that she had. She was standing right next to me. Again, we were standing still at the door. The student was in the hallway, and I was standing right by my door. When I see another student pass by me right in front of me, and he goes into my class, mind you, he is not a student of mine, so I immediately asked him to leave my class and to please go to his correct class. He knew exactly where he needed to be, and he made the choice to come into my classroom. As he is finally exiting, he decides to stop right in front of me where I'm standing at the door. And you guys already know I'm only 3 feet 3 inches tall. Now, these are students who are about to go into high school. This student is very, very tall. And
Do you know what's just so funny? The fact that children are becoming so comfortable disrespecting teachers. Hey, do you know that in my country, teachers are more respected than parents? Because we know that teachers will not tolerate what your parents will tolerate. Some parents go to report their children to their teachers so that the teachers will correct the mistakes. I don't kid. I'm not kidding. Even though some parents are not making it harder for teachers to still maintain that level of seriousness. Because some parents say, don't talk to my child anyhow, don't touch my child, don't do this, don't do that. But to a large extent, it's still obtaining in my country. You don't talk to your teacher anyhow. When your teacher is speaking, you listen. So I don't know why America, that's first world country, that's supposed to even do better than us, is now backwards. I don't understand that. I don't understand it at all.
And he gave me no personal space. And what I mean by that was that he intentionally stood right in front of me, and we were probably about 2 inches away from him rubbing his private parts in my face. And he did this with a smirk on his face. So I know for a fact that he did it intentionally. This was no accident. He had plenty of space to walk on the side of the door, but instead he chose to stand right in front of me, look down on me, and almost rubbed his parts on me. I did not even put my hand in front of him or anything. I instead went back like this because I didn't want to be accused of me touching his parts. So instead I went like this, and the other student who was speaking to me actually told him, dude, that's gross, because she saw what happened. She was my witness. Anyways, I said a lot of things to him, and I asked him to please step away from me and to not ever come back into my classroom. He, of course, denied it and went finally into his classroom. I immediately called the teacher that I knew had him, and I gathered the information to call home. And this is why I'm making the video. It is so important that parents do their part.
It's just so sad. So sad that teachers are not having to come to the internet to... Somebody say, who are the parents? Shame on them. Shaking my head. The mom tried to make him reason, but he refused to admit anything. Imagine the mom tried. An African mom is trying with you. Oh my God. Hey, girl, get a police report. Start that paper trial now. Oh, she now said, I am, no worries. Parent needs to be investigated. Somebody said, that's why I prefer to work with children rather than teenagers. She now responded, you would be surprised. Elementary kids nowadays are something else.
I want to tell you as a teacher, I will never take time out of my day to call and lie about your child, ever. And you best believe most teachers will never do that, okay? So
I believe y'all are confusing rage baiting with disrespect.
I've been teaching for 25 years, so yes, I know what a normal student acts like in a classroom. And this is not it. So sit the down and be quiet. How's that? Do you all understand that language? Do you? Sit down, Bronx.
Mind you, they are the ones videoing it. It's not like it's teacher that is videoing now. No. The children are the ones videoing this. You see, so that they'll use it and laugh afterwards.
The poor lady is just trying to do her job and y'all are making her miserable. Notice how she said she's been teaching for 25 years and she knows how students are to act in the classroom. And this is not it. Because these new kids and parents are way different than how we were whenever we were in school. We knew to respect our teachers and staff at the school. If we did not, we had certain kind of discipline waiting on us. These kids have pushed her to the limit and think it's...
You see, when I watch American videos or movies where teacher is calling your parents, in my country, if teachers don't even have to call parents, it doesn't have to get to that. But when it gets to that point that they have to call your parents, you will pray that maybe something should happen to you that day. Let your parents not pick that call. In fact, something should happen so that that call will not connect. Because if that call connects, hey, you make your parents come to school, or you make a teacher call your parents because of you. Call your parents because of you. You are bringing disgrace to your family because of you. I don't even want to finish what will happen. You know, so it rarely happened. It never even happened during our time, but parents will be calling. Why would a parent need to call why would a teacher need to call your parents to school before they can discipline you? It doesn't happen in African schools. Nah. Even these days, your parents get called when you are sick, or maybe like, you know, you fall sick in school. They call them to come and pick you, not to discipline you. Even you really want to tell your parents what you did in order for school to discipline you. You don't even want your parents to hear about it to start with. And this should not be allowed in America. In America, you guys are supposedly first world country, and this is happening in your schools. What do you guys think is going to be the way forward to remedy this? Do you see any remedy? Do you see stopping, or it's going to get worse? Let me know in the comment section. And if you're a teacher watching this, well done. It's not easy. It's not a career I want to ever do again. I will never ever do it. No. It's so stressful and exhausting. It's not my calling. Yeah. See you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.